At this point, there are only a couple of days left until the new character Alex is coming to Street Fighter 6. And with him, hopefully, there will be a big patch we've all been more or less waiting for. Now, while there are a couple of pro players and whatnot that have already spoken about this patch and what they would like to see, I thought, why not look at what more casual players want? What do players want that haven't played the game a lot but really want to get into the game? What are people struggling with that low MR? Well, who better to ask than me? I am factually shit. I haven't played the game for loads, but I really want to get into it, and I've now got my first Master rank character. So I decided during my last stream to actually make a tier list of what I would want Capcom to do with that next patch. Now please realize this is only for fun. I'm not saying I have any significant relevance regarding this. Okay, this is just a fun tier list. I'm not saying I'm necessarily right, but this is what I kind of think from just playing a little bit of ranked, maybe even watching one or two pro players play, but not a lot. So feel free to tell me whether you agree or disagree, or maybe I'm talking complete shite and you think everything I say is wrong. Feel free to tell me that as well. And well, enjoy the tier list. Starting off with Alex. Obviously, new character. I'm just going to put Alex in keepers because I mean, obviously I don't want Alex to be completely overpowered, but you know, we'll have to see how good Alex is going to be. Then, well, wait, are these even? Okay, no. We'll try and do this. So that's B. Yeah, whatever. We'll do the starting roster first. Okay, we'll do the starting roster first. We'll start off with Dee Jay. Okay, so Dee Jay. I feel like Dee Jay has his place. Look at FGC content creators, how they play Honda. They have a wide smile the whole time. Mate, I watched Brian F play Honda to Master. It was kind of funny. Okay, so Dee Jay. Honestly, I feel like Dee Jay's in a nice place. Like, if I'm looking at high level play just a little bit, I don't think he's involved massively, but he has his players. I think Dee Jay is the type of character you can just keep. I don't have a massive problem with him. I think he's kind of good. I think Dee Jay has good tools for a lot of spots, like very, very great drive rush speed, good fireballs that you can also just paint, which is great. Yeah, I think Dee Jay is fine. You could probably adjust a couple of things, so I think slide buffs would be fine. But you shouldn't really change a lot. Okay. Let's talk about Blanka. So Blanka is one of those characters that apparently is terrorizing Japan, I think. I find Blanka to be incredibly annoying to face. I find Blanka to be very frustrating. I want Blanka nerfed. I'm not gonna say shoot dead now, but I definitely, you know what? Can we? So Blanka. I want to see a couple of things, okay? I want to see a couple of things. So first of all, the freaking super with the electrics that he gets is so annoying, okay? I think it's fine because it's a super, but it's annoying. But what I really, really hate about Blanka is the Blanka ball, right? And the chip it does on your drive gauge. Like, Blanka can just chip you out so massively, or your drive gauge rather, and it's so annoying. I think that's something that needs to be looked at. But yeah, I think that's more what I want to see. But some good nerfs would be appreciated. Okay, Kimberly. I mean, obviously I'm biased, but I've seen a couple of people say, yeah, she needs to be nerfed slightly, but honestly, like, if you remove, like, some people have said that it's annoying that her heavy punch, so standing heavy punch, crouching heavy punch, and it's one other normal, that you can just cancel into the run. That's just legit and not fake, and you can't really counter that. But if you take that away from Kimberly, what's she left with? Genuine question. What is Kimberly left with if you remove that? Because she gets her mix up that way, right? Obviously, she still has her setups at the corner. Okay, set play she still does have. But that's about it. Like, she doesn't really excel at anything else, right? I mean, she needs those mix-ups, right? And if you remove that option, or remove the option to get that safely, then I don't know. I don't know. So I would keep everything as is with her. Makoto gonna be toxic as free. I would love to try Makoto. She's so energetic and thirst right. Okay, I've got no clue what Makoto even does. So I just okay, sure. Let's do Dhalsim next. So Dhalsim, you never see Dhalsim. So Dhalsim is tough. It'd be nice if CHP was here, but Dhalsim is... I think Dhalsim is actually fine. I'm gonna say keepers, because I think Dhalsim is kind of alright, but Dhalsim is like a very, very unique character. So it's... because not a lot of players play Dhalsim, you never really face him. And when you do face Dhalsim, it's very weird. So yeah, like I find Dhalsim frustrating, but I think it's a fair kind of frustrating. If you know how to play Dhalsim, look at Blaz, then you can absolutely destroy him. So I think Dhalsim is alright. I wouldn't say buff, because then I'd be annoyed. I don't want to see any more Dhalsims, please. But yeah, I think that's fine. E.Honda. Okay, let's talk. Let's have a talk about E.Honda. So E.Honda is in a very weird spot, because E.Honda, let's face it, is bad. Like, if I had to make a tier list of characters, just ranking them how good they are, I'd put Honda at the bottom above Lily. Okay, Lily's still at the very, very bottom, but Honda's there, all right? Honda's right there. So Strife isn't on its second season yet? I don't know, actually. I'm sorry, I don't know. There was 1.4. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So yeah, Honda is this character that knowledge checks you. Like, Honda is known for stomping beginners. And yes, I have lost to a Honda that was just spamming butt slam and headbutt. Okay, I did lose to that. But let's face it, if you learn how to counter that, you can easily win against those Hondas. But if you go higher up, then there's nothing for Honda to do. Like, once you know how to counter Honda's most prevalent strategies, then there's not much he has left, in my opinion. So, while I'm inclined to say slight buffs, I think Honda, with his current design, is kind of doomed. Like, the same with Lily, kind of. I think the designs themselves don't really give you a lot of options. And I think slight buffs don't really do anything. And, like, I think you can't save Honda. That's what I'm saying. Like, buff him a little, buff him a lot. I don't think you can really do anything with that. Like, it doesn't really do anything. He's either going to be too strong and everybody's going to play him, or not strong enough. So I'd say some slight buffs, experiment with a couple of things, maybe give him a new move, or change the properties of something. I don't know. There's a lot of tools besides charge moves. You can literally play without them and use them only for chip damage or anti-air. Yes, I do think Honda has a couple of good moves. But, like, do you see a lot of Hondas? Do you see Hondas being successful? I don't. I get two types of Hondas. Hondas I beat easily, and Hondas that spam their stupid moves and beat me sometimes because I'm an idiot. Those are the two types of Hondas I see. I never see a Honda that's just great. Okay? And, like, okay, I mean, I'm not necessarily talking a lot about pro play here, but I don't think Honda's successful there as well. I don't even know whether there's one singular Honda player. So, I mean, there's going to be a couple of Honda players, but, you know, like, really successful right now. So, I'd say you have to do something with Honda. Something. Again, I don't want to say buff a lot, because I think at that point, if you just buff the damage, for example, that doesn't really do anything, right? That's just more frustrating design. So Honda's in a weird spot, because I think even if you buff him, he's still gonna not really be good. But yeah, we want to give Honda a gun. Maybe that will help. Yeah, well, maybe. but honestly, I think if Honda gets a gun, I'm just gonna legit rage quit every single time I face Honda. So let's not do that. Let's stick to slide buffs, okay? Do not give Honda a gun. Thanks. Okay. Next, Cammy. So I'm gonna be honest. I don't face Cammys a lot. The last time I faced one, I think they were playing really, really well and beat me. But, I mean, it's a rushdown character. But I personally think, I mean, if you've got the likes of Punk not consistently playing Cammy, then I think something's wrong. I think Cammy needs slide buffs. Like, maybe I'm wrong here, because I don't see her a lot. But that's part of it. I don't see her a lot. I mean, I don't see Kimberly a lot as well. That's an interesting point. But yeah, anyway, I play Kimberly, so it doesn't matter. But listen, I just think something's wrong with Kimberly. Not with Kimberly. Something's wrong with Cammy, I feel like. I mean, maybe Punk's just tired of her, but I don't know. I think something should be done about Cammy. Maybe just slide buffs, quality of life, enhancements maybe. But I think a slide buff would do her well. Alright then. We've got Ken next. Shoto, mate. Shoto. Okay, let's be fair here. Do I really want to say slight nerf? I think Ken's off the Shotos. I think Ken fine. Definitely in a better spot than Ryu. I mean, balance-wise, not literally better, but I think I would improve for him his backdash range a little bit. You're still talking about Honda, right? Yeah, I mean, listen, slide buffs can mean anything, right? I'm not saying change things massively. Again, maybe just design-wise you could change things, but like, given his current toolkit, I wouldn't change a lot, just very slight buffs. Or, again, maybe give him a new move so you can change the design a little bit and, like, give him more options, or I don't know, something, right? Okay, so, again, back to Ken. I think Ken is okay, but no, actually, I mean, nerfing Ken I think is bad, because there are a lot of Shotos that are better, right? Are they better? Now, honestly, I think if I have to face against a Shoto, I think I'd rather face Ken right now. So I think Ken is okay. Ken's okay. Yeah, Ken's alright. Ken's alright. But with that being said, I'm not going to talk about Ryu. No, let's talk about Ryu. We're going to do the Shotos now. Is Luke a Shoto, by the way? I think Luke's a Shoto, right? But anyway, let's talk about Ryu. Right? Let's talk about Luke then. So, okay, now I'm gonna address this. Ryu right now is stupid, alright? I'm not debating on this, okay? I've faced a lot of Ryu. Why? Because Ryu is incredibly good right now. Ryu has been buffed so significantly over the last couple of patches or seasons or whatever that, like, he doesn't move. You think that animation-wise it looks like it's really minus. No, it's actually plus. Screw you, mate. You're dead. Oh, well, you think he can just spam Hashogeki? Oh, yeah, he can actually do that now. It's plus on block. Mate, I'm sorry, but Ryu is, not a great character right now. As in balance-wise, I think this is not the way to do it. Like, if you want a character to be strong, don't just take their kit and just buff it until they're the best character in the game, or one of the best characters in the game. Don't do it that way. You need to, I don't know, try something different. But right now, please shoot Ryu dead now. Okay? Thank you. Do I need to explain anything else there? Let me just think. I think, like, you can't really beat Ryu with fireballs. You can't really beat Ryu up close. The stacks are too easy to get. Like, yeah. I think overall, Ryu just has no real weaknesses, right? I think that's what I want to say. That's what I want to say about Ryu. Shotos are all-rounders. But if you buff everything about a character, or so many parts of a character, that's a Shoto, they end up with no weaknesses and just strengths. And you can't have that. You can't have that. It's fine to be an all-rounder, but then you can't have tools in every area that are not necessarily the best in the game, but among the best in the game. You can't have that. You can't have that in every single area. And that's what I'd say about Ryu. Here we go. yeah, definitely. Finally, Ryu's hitbox force donkey kick disappears briefly, so it's literally on with punch. No joke. Ryu is stupid right now, honestly. Let's have Luke then. I think Luke's in a fine spot. Honestly, I personally don't see a lot of Luke, but I think you can definitely do things with him. I don't think he's played in competitive, like high level. So maybe slight buffs with Luke, but yeah, no. I think if you count Luke as a Shoto, he'd probably be the weakest, right? But if you don't count him, then you know it's whatever. But I'd say maybe slight buffs, maybe slight buffs to Luke. I'm not entirely sure on that. You can also keep him as is, but if I had to say. So if I had to decide on a change to Luke, I'd say slight buffs. So yeah, maybe just very, very slight buffs. All right, Marisa. Actually, Marisa has improved, hasn't she? Like, she's always been down in tier lists, right? Alongside Lily, but she's been buffed a little bit. I wanted to say recently there, but the last patch that actually changed something was ages ago, therefore, you know, not so recently. But oh my god. Again, Marisa, I think right now is in a fine spot. Let's do that real short. I think she was really bad early on. I think now she's in a way better spot. If I had to change her, I would say maybe very slight buffs, but I think now she's fine. Gameplay's cursed. Alrighty. No, but I think she's fine now. Okay. Chun-Li. A little bit ago, I would have said buff. I think Chun-Li's actually fine now. Like, again, if I had to say anything, I would say give her a buff. Slight buff. Maybe throw loop wise. But honestly, I think it's fine. I think it's really, really fine. She's in a good spot. I've watched a couple of like high-level play. I know she is there and whereabouts. So she definitely is being picked. I think she's fine. Gladius goes bruh. I never know how to pronounce that. But whatever. Right. So Chun-Li, yeah. I think she's fine. At the moment. Onto anti-air buffed, I believe. Yeah, I get that. But, mate, I've seen her being played a lot. Like, and okay, so here's the thing. I said early on, I'm not going to judge for high-level play. I'm going to judge for me. But I never really fight against Chun-Li, so I can't really judge it. And I've seen her being played in that one Chinese tournament, was it? A lot, actually. So, yeah. You know what? I think I've been convinced. Because my opinion for a long time was that Chun-Li needed buffs. So yeah, maybe a buff her slightly, very slight. Actually, let me, like so. Okay. Right. Now I think Luke was here, right? Yeah. Okay. JP. I mean, okay. Do you guys know what I'm gonna say about JP? I've said a couple of things about JP while playing. So what do you guys think I'm gonna say? Yeah, JP needs a lot of buffs. I think JP's in a really bad spot now. I never see him being played. I never face him. And every time I face him, I win 2-0 with perfect KOs every single time. Because JP's so weak. I mean, I play a rushdown character. It's really easy to get in against JP. I think his level 2 is incredibly weak. That needs to be buffed as well. So, in other words, get off the game, JP! Genuinely. Jog on, mate. I never want to see you in my bloody game ever again. Please uninstall the game, delete Street Fighter 6, remove JP from the freaking game files, get rid. Thank you very much. No, but genuinely, I hate playing JP. It's so frustrating. I mean, okay, I play Kimberly, but damn it. That level 2 is oppressive as hell. You have to learn a whole sequence just to not die. And even then, most of the time, you still die. Then, JP's also really good at set play for some freaking reason. Like, set play is supposed to be... I don't know, Kimberly's good at set play because she's got the cans, right? Blanka, yes, good at set play. Blanka doll. Who else is good at set play? Like, they've got mechanics in place for set play. JP says, mate, got portal there. Got portal. I know I'm supposed to be a zoner, man. Nah, lad, I'm gonna absolutely punch your face in now. Like, no joke. JP is dumb. Like, you get the amnesia tech that's annoying. You get, he's incredible at zoning, which is fine. He's a zoner. But why is he so good at set play? Why does he have so many good normals? Like, why are his buttons so good? Scottish, mate, that Scottish accent was bloody shite. I'm telling you now. I can do a lot better, but I need to prepare. It's fine. That was a bad Scottish accent. It's fine. But no, JP, please, nerf, please. I cannot bear with this any longer. I never want to face a JP ever again. And every single day I do not open Street Fighter 6 and do not face a JP is a good day in my book. Because bloody hell, seriously, for all I care, if the only way you wanna nerf JP is by buffing Ryu and making him a one-shot character that can one-touch every single character in the game, even Akuma, I don't care. Do it. I never want to see JP again. Like, genuinely get rid. I mean, listen, this character is not healthy, okay? Full screen spikes and increase the range on his attacks. That's all he needs. Yeah, of course. That's truly all he needs. Just make it unblockable. That's an idea. Make all his spikes unblockable. So there's grabs and projectiles simultaneously. That's good. That's a good idea. You need to start working at Cacpcom, mate. That's incredible. Okay. Right. Let's stop the rant. Because I could keep going, mate. I could keep going. I heard how Japanese fighters said JP has great zoner options to counterweight. He also has great normal buttons and great set play. Yeah. I mean, listen. Like, Ryu has no weaknesses because he's been overbuffed and is a Shoto. JP has no weaknesses because, yes, he doesn't want any. That's why he doesn't have weaknesses. He just doesn't like him. All right, Guile. I mean, Guile was in the game, mate. Yeah, I think he's fine. I think genuinely he's fine. Like, I dislike Guile, okay? I really do. Because I think Guile as an archetype, like, what is Guile? Guile is a turtle, alright? Guy is a turtle. And I don't think playing as a turtle or fighting a turtle is a lot of fun, okay? But you've got to admit, there are a couple of good Guile players, and they showed that you don't just have to turtle, and that you can play Guile a little bit like an actual fighting game character. So I think Guile is fine. Please don't buff him. If you had to do anything, nerf him, because I don't think it's fun playing against Guile, but that's just me. I think he's fine. Jamie. Mate, do you even exist, buddy? The last time I fought a Jamie was a random select player trying to push to Masters while being a Jamie main. So, but regardless, I don't think Jamie's in a great spot. Like, I think the mechanic with the drinking is very weird. I would say change quality of life features. Like, please nerf Jamie, okay? Like, I think this is something like I'm not saying necessarily buff his overall level, his overall power. I wouldn't say do that, but I think change a little bit. I think what he should do, like, Jamie's got the drinking mechanic, obviously, but I think what would be very, very nice, so for example, Manon, right? She's got the medals, but she keeps the medals for the match. So round 1, she's weak. Sure, because she doesn't have any medals, but then she stacks 2-3 medals, then round 2, round 3, she's better, right? I think you should do something like that with Jamie. So for example, maybe not remove all of his drinks in the second and third round, respectively, but maybe if he's got 3 drinks after that, after the first round, maybe remove 1 or 2 or something. Like, remove just 1 or 2 drinks per round. I think that'd be great, because he's sobering up a little, but he's still kind of drunk and kind of, you know, it will work in the context as well. It will make a lot of sense. So I think that's why I said quality of life buffs. I think obviously that would be a straight up buff if you just did that. I think you can nerf some other parts of it, like make him weak at the start or something like that. But I think that'd be an option I would very much appreciate, because as well, Blaz said he's the best character in the game. What? 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 Has Blaz been drinking from Jamie's drink? What's going on? Are we serious? I mean, okay, maybe I just have to face a lot more Jamies, because I mean, I personally never see him. But from what I've seen in ranked, because you don't see him in high level play as well, right? And again, I don't watch a lot of high level play, but just a little bit, you know, from a couple of YouTubers, obviously. But yeah, so that's what I would say. Maybe Blaz would crucify me for this, but I'd say you could adjust the drinking mechanic. That's what I mean by the quality of life buffs. To play high level, it was impossible to beat them. Okay, well, if that's right, then nerf. But I cannot say anything about that, because I haven't seen. So okay. I mean, you guys are very convincing. Okay, you know what? If what you're saying is true, then yeah, then okay, then slight nerfs. But you know, I'd still say the drinking mechanic should be adjusted. I don't think that's really healthy to remove everything around. I don't think that's cool. Okay, whatever. So let's don't let us change your mind. You'll look back on it. I mean, no. It's fair. I like, because again, the only Jamie I faced was that one random select one while I was trying to get master, and that guy destroyed me. But I figured it's just, oh, they're way better than me, right? Way better. But Maybe that's Jamie. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but definitely I would change something about the drinking mechanic. Right. With that being said, let's move on to Zangief. The big boy buffs. A big boy needs big boy buffs. No. Okay. Zangief. Honestly, I think Zangief's completely fair. Like, you need to be careful with the grabs, but Zangief still has good anti-air, decent combos, but he's clunky, he's slow. I think Zangief is exactly what you expect. Saying the future Zangief is the best character I don't think that's ever gonna happen. Like, the characters I like, especially design-wise, are the exact opposite of everything Zangief embodies. Therefore, I heavily doubt that. But what I wanted to say is, Zangief, if you look at Zangief, you get exactly what you expect from Zangief. And therefore, I think Zangief is perfectly fine, honestly. Okay, who else is there from the starting roster that we've missed? Obviously, there's Lily. And that's it, right? No, Yuri. Why did I say Yuri? It's Juri, right? Juri. I think she's fine-ish, if I'm being honest. Like, I'm just thinking, I don't see a lot of Juris. Isn't Nephew also having a character crisis, or is that just for content? Because I've been seeing he's been doing a lot of, like, trying out other characters. Like, he's been doing, like, a video called, oh, what character was it? Chun-Li Week, I think? Something like that. I don't know, but I think Yuri's okay. I'd say maybe slight buffs, but I think she's fine. I still think her fireballs are very weird, and I'm not a big fan of those charges, but, you know, it's the character, I suppose. Change your mind, but Yuri's normals are insane. I don't know. I'm gonna say I think I'm gonna stick with keep, cause no, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. So, Lily, you know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do for Lily? Please, Capcom, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. I'm begging you so much. Do something. I really like her design, but she has nothing. She's got nothing going for her. She's got Stack Condor Spire. Stack Condor Spire. Stack Condor Spire. Oh, you didn't get hit by my Condor Spire. Well, guess I'm dead. I'm sorry, but Lily has nothing. It's so sad. It's honestly so sad. Like, so I saw, I think it was Rufumonga talking about Rufumonga. So Rufumonga was talking about Lily in one of his videos, and I think he said something along the lines of, like, okay, so Lily is a remade, reincarnated version of T-Hawk, right? And T-Hawk has things that Lily doesn't, and apparently this is, I don't know, because I haven't played Street Fighter V and any of the games before that as well, but apparently T-Hawk did, at least did what you want him to do, right? Not very well, but at least there was something. Lily does nothing. Like, Lily cannot do anything, and it's sad, honestly. It's really sad. And so I said this in one of my earlier streams. Who let a child into Street Fighter, Colsey? Yes. Yeah, I mean, listen, Lily needs help. Lily needs a lot of help. Like, I said this earlier when I was thinking about my second character. I said, I do kind of like Lily, but just design-wise. Just like her design, not what she actually does in a fight. It's just, I don't know. Her intro in World Tour that I saw recently was also really cool, but she just literally does nothing, and it's sad. It's honestly sad. So please, Capcom, help Lily. Adjust her moveset, give her new moves, do something, please do something. Next, Akuma. Akuma. Oh, wait. Oh, because I have so many tiers now. Can actually not see a lot. Okay, so let's do like so. Okay, so Akuma Matata. I'm gonna say slight nerfs here. I think Akuma is in a good spot, pretty good spot, very solid, very good Shoto. Obviously not on Ryu's level. I think if I had to pick between Akuma and Ken, I personally don't like playing against Akuma. I personally struggle against Akuma a lot more. I think Akuma's overall in a better spot. I think slight nerves you could definitely do. Maybe it's a bit of knowledge checks as well, but I think slight nerves to Akuma would do quite well. Let's do Ed. Do we know where Ed goes? You know what Ed needs? Ed does not need to be shot dead. Okay? That's not what has to happen. Okay? Ed does not need to be shot dead. But Ed needs to fight Mike Tyson without all of his abilities. That's what I'm gonna say. Ed has to die. Okay? Get his ear bitten off, okay? Right now, please. But no. Japan hates Ed. I don't like fighting Ed. I think Ed's in a really, really good spot. I don't think Ed's as strong as Japan says, but Japan knows more than me, so just I expect Ed to get nerfed hard. I think Ed should be nerfed hard. Yes. Nerf Ed. Thank you. Then next we've got Rashid. Honestly, just like I don't know. Listen, I think Rashid was it season 2? I think Rashid was really good. Wait, actually, I think I might put him here. Very slight buffs or quality of life. Maybe slight buffs. I don't. Do you think big buffs? I agree. I was too quick on the keepers. I was too big on the keepers. I agree. I think Rashid was very good in. I think it was season 2, like whenever he got released, right? It was very, very good, very impressive with the level 2. But since then, he's fallen off quite a lot. So I'd say it's either slight buffs or big boy buffs. I will be adjusting it, so I'm probably gonna say probably better buffs than bigger buffs than Cammy. I don't know, but I think Rashid needs buffs. Yeah, I think Rashid overall definitely needs some buffs. I will adjust later on whether I'm gonna put him in big boy buffs or slight buffs. Let's see. But definitely Rashid needs to be buffed in some way, shape, or form. Alrighty. Next we've got Aki. I'm gonna be honest. I think Aki's fine, and you know, there's a certain YouTube I watch, right? But I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go here. I think Aki could be better, and I think Aki needs a couple of smaller buffs, like maybe again very slight or quality of life buffs, right? I think Aki could do with that. But obviously, I'm not saying she's really, really weak, but I think like just a pinch, just a pinch of improvement, maybe. All right. Next, let's talk about M.Bison. M.Bison. So here's the thing. I think M.Bison is in a similar spot. I'd say, like, okay. When M.Bison came out, I think it was really, really good. I think M.Bison was really, really good when it came out. I think he's fallen off a little bit now. I don't think he's as bad as Rashid. I'm just thinking, because I personally find it very frustrating to play against M.Bison. So I'm going to say keep M.Bison. I think he could be better. But personally, I find he's very annoying. His friggin' all those weird moves he can do in the sky. The fact he can just do his what's it freaking called? The OD version where he just goes through you, whatever, right? Forgot the name at the moment, but I think M.Bison is fine-ish. It's maybe slightly on the weakest, but I think M.Bison's fine. But it's just annoying fighting against him. So Psycho Crusher, thank you. So yeah, I think he has got a lot of tools. Maybe if game mechanics or something like that changes, he improves naturally. But yeah, if I had to say something, maybe very, very, very slight buffs. But yeah, M.Bison, I don't like facing. I don't like facing. So please just keep. Okay, then let's go to. Wait. Manon was in the starting roster, wasn't she? Oh my god. I just missed Manon. Okay, my bad. I even talked about Manon. Okay, so Manon is interesting, okay? Because Japan, I think, really dislikes Manon, right? And Manon is in the competitive scene only due to one player, or sorry, relevant only because of one player, right? I think I like Manon, okay? I do like Manon. I don't think she needs nerfs necessarily, but I don't like. Also forgets Manon, so it's fine. Okay, so I would say keep her, because we're seeing that it's possible to perform with her, right? We can see it's possible to perform with her, but it's not that easy. So I would say keep her. Maybe quality of life buffs. That's something. So maybe quality of life buffs, but I probably would say keep. Okay. Then let's do the two guest characters. So let's start off with Mai. Yeah, mate. Yeah. Decent nerfs. I know Mai's been the number one. Am I gonna go shoot dead? I like the fact Mai is good. Okay? I like the fact Mai's good. I think when I face her, she's good, but not. She is a bit annoying, okay? Don't get me wrong, she's a bit annoying. Her fans most certainly are a bit annoying, but it's not like I hate playing against her. I hate playing against JP. I don't hate playing against Mai. So I'd say nerf her a decent amount, most certainly, and get people off your back about it, okay? Mai needs nerfs. I don't think she should be killed. And I kind of got a little sympathy because she's bad in City of Wolves. Like, she's low tier in City of Wolves. So I kind of want her to be relevant in one game she's in. But I mean, Dead or Alive is coming, right? She might be in that. So maybe you can kill her then later on. But I don't know. Right now, I'd say decent nerfs and it's fine. Don't shoot her, please. Okay. Then Terry. Terry's weird, man. Like, what even is Terry? I don't know. I never get a proper read on Terry. I find that character to be strange, if I'm being honest. I can never decide whether I think Terry's good or bad or whatever. So I'll be honest here. I'm just gonna put him in keepers. Terry is a kind of show. Yeah, Terry is like a weird Shoto, but also like not really. It's so awkward with Terry, but I don't think. I think he has his spot. Let me put it that way. I think he has his spot, and I think that's fine. Therefore, let's keep him as is. Then let's talk about C.Viper. I've recently played against a couple of C.Vipers, and I know that Brian F plays C.Viper. I think C.Viper's in a really good spot, honestly. I don't think she's too oppressive, too strong in general. I think she's got a lot of tools. I think she can do a lot of things well, but not too many things well. I think she has weaknesses. I think she has a couple of things she could theoretically do, but if you know how to counter them, then it's fine. So I honestly also keepers. Harry's slowly been getting stronger. He'll be stronger than current Ryu one day. Maybe in a year or two. Maybe we'll see. Okay, then I'm not gonna leave Elena to last. I'm gonna leave I'm gonna leave Elena to last. Okay, let's talk about Segat. Man, that character, mate. Segat is quite the character, isn't he? It's between decent nerfs and slight nerfs. I really don't like Segat. I'm gonna go decent nerfs. I really don't like Segat. Segat's annoying. Blaz is too good off a Segat. I mean, listen, if you drop it, listen, if you're a Ryu main, okay, a Ryu main that drops Ryu to play Segat, you know Segat's too strong. So maybe not shoot Segat, but definitely give him a proper uppercut, okay? So, no doubt, I see a lot of Segats in my game. It's rough. It's rough, okay? So, Segat, I think, should be done. Okay. Then, Elena. I'm gonna be honest here, I think I faced Elena once. And yes, I do wanna pick up Elena now. I think she's in a decent spot. But I'm gonna say this. I do think that if you change one or two things about her, buff one or two things about her, she'd be one of the strongest characters in the entire game. So I think I'm gonna go slight buffs here, because I think she needs one or two things that could be adjusted. So one thing, if you made her level 1 invincible, she'd be too strong, I think. I think you can't do that. What you could do is her crouching medium kick. Let that be cancelable. So drive rush cancelable, whatever. If you do that, I think she's incredibly strong, or a lot stronger. So I'd say maybe that's not a slight buff. By the way, I'm gonna put Rashid in big boy buffs. Absolutely. I think Rashid can get big boy buffs. So I'm gonna say Elena. Hello. Okay. Maybe not big boy buffs, but definitely slide buffs would be good. So this is more or less what I've got. Let me scroll up a little bit so you can see Lily better. So yeah, we've got Lily. I mean, yeah, Lily right here absolutely does need help. Let me have another look. Am I happy with everything here, or do I want to adjust something? No, crouching needs to force down on punish counter or something, and then Elena said, yeah, so, that'd be a great option as well. Don't need to special counter it, but yeah, like I think give one or two moves, force stand, or something like that. Like something like that would be great for Elena. I don't know whether you would consider that a slight buff or big boy buff, but something like that, and I think it's fine. Nothing else should be done, I feel like. But yeah. Okay. Let's go through it. So Cammy, slide buffs, I think would be good. E.Honda, yeah, again, I think E.Honda might as well. I don't know whether it's just slight buffs. Maybe it's quality of life or something. Like something about E.Honda has to change. I'm not sure. Aki, I like here. Chun-Li, I like here. Luke, I like here. Although I must say I'm a little bit scared of putting my opinion out like this. Because now somebody's just gonna go into the comments and just write like 200, 300 words and completely rip me apart with logic and facts, which isn't really bad, but you know. But yeah, I think I'll say this for the moment. I don't have a lot of knowledge about all the characters. This is just from what I've been seeing and from the couple of low MR games I've been playing. I think this is fine. If you disagree, feel free to tell me. Welcome the hate. Yeah, let's see. Oh, with that being said, that's the tier list.